Hi all, good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually out at Ashgrove, where's it, Ashgrove? Dorrington actually. So we're actually at Dorrington Park and we're about to walk along the little walking trail that takes us, I think takes you all the way to Downey Park, but we're only going to do probably the Newmarket. So it should be fun. It's just a local little walkway covered in bikes and people. So we'll get started and see how it all goes. So here we are at Dorrington Park, and there's all the parkland on the right hand side, and the main street's up there. I think that's Wardell Street, not sure. And beautiful big pine trees. Hoop pines everywhere, beautiful. So like I said earlier, I do occasionally do these little suburban little walkway, bikeway, little walks, just to let people know they exist. So this is a really pretty one that follows the creek. I think it's Enoggera Creek that we're following, so it's really pleasant. Especially if it's a hot day. Most of the track is under shade from these big trees. Another really big hoop pine. So this trail has, as I said earlier, it follows Enoggera Creek, and there's little sections along here that you can actually get down to the actual creek, and this is one of them. So really pretty. Yeah, I like exploring these little bike walking trails in the local suburbs. You often find these little places like this, just pretty little creeks, and you know, just pleasant. Once again, I encourage everyone to get out in your local suburb, because almost every suburb has got a walking trail going somewhere. They don't all have creeks, but a lot of them do. So get out there and check them out. Yeah, the track here has a lot of the trail is under trees, and Dorrington Park here, which is on my right, it's been here forever. I remember when I was a little kid coming here. In fact, when I was a real little kid, I came and saw Johnny Farnham perform in Dorrington Park, and he was playing his latest hit, Sadie the Cleaning Lady. So that's how long this park's been here, and as a result, a lot of these trees are quite advanced. As you can see, a lot of the pines and these fig trees here are quite large, and especially these pines. Pines take forever to grow, and this big hoop pine here is enormous. Don't know how high it is. I always have problems working out the height of things, but it's very tall. So yeah, so Dorrington Park here, it used to be just a park, but they've developed it a bit. They've got some, looks like hockey field there, and I think there's lots of playground swings and things down the other end. And so anyway, we were going to head towards Newmarket, but I realised, because I didn't do my research, that some of that trail is actually you got to go along roads, so I thought we'll turn around and we'll head towards the Gap. And this trail I've actually ridden along here on my bike years ago, and I know that trail stays on a full trail all the way along. So we'll come up here, coming up to a road, we'll get across there and we'll get back on the trail heading towards the Gap. So the trail along here actually goes past the Marist Brothers College here. This is one of their ovals, and beautiful big, you probably can't see it, but over there is a really big stone sort of pillar entrance to the oval. The Marist Brothers School here is just a bit further down that way. This is, like I said, one of their playing fields they play on. And the walking trail or bike track walking way actually follows along the outside of this. So we'll get back onto the trail over here. And I'm trying my best not to video too many people because it's early in the morning. Everyone's riding their bikes to work. All the ladies are, after dropping their kids off at school, have come for a walk with their dogs and babies in prams, and there's a few older gentlemen I've noticed on their bikes getting their morning exercise. So a really pleasant morning, and it's blue sky, and to my right over here we actually have Enoggera Creek. And I just noticed right here there's a massive big camphor laurel tree. It's gigantic, got a really big trunk on it. Camphor laurels are a noxious weed just like this tree here. This is what they call a Portuguese elm, Saltus sinensis. It's another noxious weed. Why are they weeds? Well, they produce millions of seeds and they have a very high strike rate. And they're not native, and they tend to kill out a lot of the native species, so they're not nice to have around. So if you see them, yank them out. Over here we got some nice young she oaks. Beautiful. And in front of us here we got I think that hill in front of me and the surrounding big houses that are on it, I think that area is called St. John's Wood from memory. Could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know below. So yeah, this walk is really pleasant. It's not a what you would call a hike along a bush trail. It is a concrete path, but that said, it's still very pleasant to walk along here, especially because it's following the creek. Every now and then you get a nice view of the creek. So that's really nice. Yeah, we're coming up now to a couple of the biggest ground pines you'll see in Brisbane. These were planted 60 years ago, if not longer. These are enormous, and I'll just get my friend to hold my camera and I'll go and stand in front so you can get a bit of an idea. So yeah, these brown pines are some of the biggest in Brisbane. Absolutely enormous. And the trunk system is just crazy. Look at the trunks and that. The root system, I should say, not the trunk, even the trunk. It's pretty cool. So we've just got to the end of this Marist College sports oval. That's one of multiple that they have. And notice all these amazing big camphor laurel trees around here. It's absolutely stunning. They are a noxious weed, but you know, they do look pretty, and if you break the twigs open they smell like sarsaparilla. Anyway, here's one of the entrances to the college itself. It's the sign. This is the road in. It's a wealthy sort of school. So we're going to continue along this road a little bit and we'll come up to another walkway that continues along the creek. You probably can't see, I've just lost him anyway. There's a really big turtle just swimming around there, and I think one just jumped off the bank here too, but anyway, beautiful little section of the creek, and it's right beside this beautiful big fig tree. Look at the root system on that. So we're currently walking along a road, and a lot of wealthy houses around this area, and we're following Enoggera Creek, and pretty soon we'll get off this road and come back to there's another big fig here. Look at the size of that thing. Well, but anyway, pretty soon we'll be back on a walking trail, and by the looks of things, it looks like we're actually coming up to that walking trail, or bikeway, walking trail, just up here, and just to the left of it is another lot of sports ovals for the school, Marist Brothers College. So the college is over in that bushland over there. It's really pretty ground, so kids are very fortunate to be going to that. The branching on this hoop pine is just looks amazing. There's heaps of hoop pines along this trail. They must have been planted years ago. And we've got a little plaque over here. I'm a sucker for a plaque. Ashgrove 150, commemorating the first sale of freehold land in 1856. Wow. Yeah, over to my left here you've got this sports ground. They play a lot of cricket there. There's actually some guys practicing in the cricket nets here, so I won't video them. So we're still following Enoggera Creek. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful looking creek. Nice little rapid there. How cute. It's been a real pleasant walk today. I'm just coming back from At the end of the walk, stopped at a really nice bakery and had myself a naughty little pastry. And just walking my way back now. I'm hearing too in the background the army barracks there at Enoggera. They have a rifle range at the back of the camp. I can hear them firing shots. So it's been a pleasant little walk today. I highly recommend coming along the Enoggera Creek Bikeway. It's a pleasant little walk. Just walking along here along the creek, Enoggera Creek, and I noticed this really beautiful little rapid down here, or cascade, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to try and get down here without falling over, and we can get a video of it if we can. How pretty! Absolutely stunning. Beautiful. You know, it's out in the middle of suburbia. You wouldn't even know it's here if you don't go for a walk. Anyway, let's try and get out of here without killing myself. Another beautiful little section of Enoggera Creek. Well folks, that's a little stroll along Enoggera Creek where we started at Dorrington Park here at Dorrington, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It's really nice to go along these little suburban walkway bikeways, and there's so many, they're all over Brisbane, so really worth getting out, finding where they are, and you know, go for a little stroll. It's been really pleasant this morning, and you know, this track, this bikeway or walkway, or combined bikeway and walkway, has actually followed along the Enoggera Creek, and some big beautiful trees have been along the way, and there's been the creek itself. There's some beautiful little areas, little still sort of little pondy areas and little cascades. It's very pleasant. So thanks for joining me on this little trip along the Enoggera Creek Bikeway. We'll see you again on our next video. Have fun, bye!